Hallo allemaal, welcome back bij mijn kanaal. Ik ben Joey Jack and I hope that you are having an amazing week. And if you tuned into my YouTube live, my first one, thank you so much for tuning in to my first YouTube live. I mean, hoe geweldig. Do you guys want me to keep doing those? I mean, that was really fun for me. So I would love for you to let me know. Now, how are you doing? Alles goed met jou? My name is Joey Jack and this is my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, welcome. And I just want to see if you want to follow me on my Instagram and check out my life. Elke dag. I post cute stories of like my life and like I'm gonna show you one. That's why I pulled my phone out. I'm not like trying to ignore you. But like this.
Schat, wat is dit? Leverworst. Levertips, leverworst.
That's the type of videos that I post, just of Nick annoying me and eating leverworst. Maar ook als je bent nieuw en je bent niet een abonnee, een habanero, waarom niet ga je klikken en subscribe and become part of the family, because I would love it. That would be so amazing. But thank you so much. I need my coffee. You know why? Because like she's a little tired. Maar lekker koffie. Ik heb hier een bakje koffie. Pak jouw koffie en wij gaan praten. Wij gaan praten vandaag over 4 things to expect when you come to Amsterdam. Nou, sorry jongens, en ik praat over Amsterdam omdat ik woon hier in Amsterdam. En ik wil niet om te zeggen things to expect when you come to the Netherlands, omdat ik vind dat als ik zeg dingen dat jij alleen in Amsterdam vinden, dat mensen buiten Amsterdam gaan vertellen, nee, maar dat is echt niet waar ik kom uit in Zwolle, dus daarom zeg ik, things to expect when you first travel to Amsterdam. So, let's go ahead and get this video started. Number 1, from the moment that you arrive into the city, you are gonna walk around. I mean, it's gonna be quite fantastic, quite amazing, quite magical, but you're gonna walk around and you're gonna start seeing these little winkeltjes, little shops with these like doors, and there's food in there. And you're like, oh my God, could it be? It's that food in the wall. Oh my God, I'm so American. Singing to everything. How American is that? But anyways, you're gonna see these like walls of snacks, and I first saw these walls of snacks and I was like, oh my God. At first I was like, ew, food in the wall? As any typical American will do, we're gonna be like, ew, gross. But then once you get used to it, you're like, oh my God, I want to try one. So then you go, and if you're really at a fancy one, you can tap your card on the wall, and boodoo-bing, it opens up and you grab your snack. So Dutch people, you know this, but my foreigners who are traveling to Amsterdam, you can expect to find delicious deep fried snacks ready for you to eat on a wall where you just pay like €1 or €2 or something. So delicious fried snacks out of the wall, or maybe even not out of the wall, but that is what the number 1 thing you can expect to find when you first come here. Also frietjes, patatjes, hallo allemaal. That is fries, but like the Dutch version. My subscribers know this, but if you don't know this, I could literally live off of fries. You could just inject fries into me and like my body would eat them. That's how much I love them. But yes, expect delicious fried food. Maybe a bitterballen. Wil je een kroket alsjeblieft? What do you want? Number 2. Please don't get offended. Please don't get offended, but expect Dutch people to be a little bit about tourists. Okay, so let me break it down for you. Amsterdam. It's heel klein, very small, right? And like it was like a little village, and then it became a city somehow. And then all of us like buitenlanders, all of us like tourists and like immigrants and like, you know, me included, we're like, oh my God, this place is amazing and it's got universal health care and it's a beautiful city. Why don't we all go live there and visit there? So then we all came to this tiny little place And boom, we made it a small place of like 800,000 people, not including tourists. So there's probably like, yeah, I don't know, 900,000 people here in the city. And in a space where there's not so much space. And it's not made for a lot of people. So a lot of our, like, I'm not gonna say real Dutch people, but a lot of our like native Dutch people get a little bit annoyed with tourists. Well, also first of all, because tourists just look around everywhere and they stop and like they walk on fietspaths. So just be prepared for a little bit of like eyes, you know, a little bit of like annoyment. I don't think anybody's gonna say to you anything unless you're like breaking the rules, but just expect a little bit of like, huh, what are you doing here? So my biggest advice for you to avoid number 2, which is Dutch people being annoyed with you, is to just behave as if this were your own home and just like be civilized, you know what I mean? And like walk on the sidewalk and just keep it walking. You know, we all got lives. So absolutely, that is definitely one thing that I would say. Just mind your P's and Q's and keep it moving and it'll be all right. Nothing to worry about. But they might be a little bit annoyed with you. That's okay. It's normal. Number 3. Expect to be hit by a cyclist. So this is so funny because yesterday I was hanging out with somebody who was not from here, and we were walking on the sidewalk, and we were literally walking, and she goes to me, why are we walking in this tiny sidewalk if there is this like road next to the sidewalk that is painted in beautiful dark red, like a red carpet in Hollywood, ready for me to walk on? Why? So she, for 1 second, goes onto the red, not walkable sidewalk, and she gets hit by a bike. So listen, bikers are crazy. I'm crazy. When I'm on my bike, I turn into a savage. I ring my bell, I go, I push, I'm like, move! I gotta go. So, just expect it. You might be hit by a cyclist. A cyclist might push you to the side if you're in the way. You might have an interaction with a cyclist, but just expect it and just become at peace with it. Meditate on it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be okay, I promise you. But that is just one of the charms of being in this city. It is full of bikes. Now also expect it if you rent a bike in Amsterdam and you decide to learn how to bike. You're like, you know what, I've never in my whole life biked, but this seems to be the perfect moment to ride a bike. And all of us who are Amsterdammers are like, this is your perfect moment to ride a bike. So just expect it. There might be a biker who's gonna go like hit you, or there might be a biker who's, you know what I mean? You're might gonna be slow on the left side. I was on my bike and I was trying to overtake. And then when I wanted to overtake, this guy went to the left and he threw out his hand like for me to pass. And I said, no ma'am, This is just like the highway. We overtake on the left. If you're slower, go on your right. So, altercations, getting hit by a cyclist, it's all normal. Expect it. Number 4, the last one. Expect to see beautiful museums and beautiful art. I'm not kidding you guys. Like, there is an amazing cart called that we as Dutch people can get. I don't know how I'm like a Dutch person now. And it's called a museum kaart. And you can go to the museums and you pay, I think, like 50 euros a year. And you can go into all the museums, but we have the most gorgeous museums, gorgeous art. Like, it's super beautiful. We have the museum square where you have a lot of museums. So you have like Rembrandt, you have Van Gogh. When I first heard Van Gogh, I was like, excuse me, you okay? Girl, you good? You have Van Gogh, you have Anne Frank House, you have the Rijksmuseum, you have the Stedelijk Museum. Gorge, recommend it. So just expect to see beautiful art, expect to see beautiful museums, beautiful just architecture. It's just really a stunning city for this. So just expect that, you know. For those of you who are Dutch, for those of you who have come to visit Amsterdam, please let me know what I missed. What should you expect when you visit Amsterdam? So, I will see you guys in my next video. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!